Hey everyone, it's Ollie, and you know what day it is? It is Wednesday. So that means it is Top 5 Wednesday. This week's theme is biggest book hangovers. So basically, a book hangover is when you finish a book and you just sort of are in this mood, like you don't want to read anything else. When you have a book hangover, you're sort of just like, what happened at the end of that book? I don't know. I'm freaking out and I can't read anything else right now because I'm still freaking out about this book. That's essentially what it is. I'm sure other people can describe it a lot better than I can, but when you have a book hangover, you just know. But yes, let's just go right into this. Number 5. My number 5 book that I got a hangover from was Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins. And the thing with Mockingjay is it is my least favorite out of the Hunger Games, which I'll probably get to elaborate on later in the month. But basically, the ending, not to spoil it, but the ending sort of made me go, really? That's it? Um, you know, that's how they're going to end this? That's very, yeah, like the things that happen in this book, and then just, yeah, I was kind of disappointed. I expected, honestly, a lot more. I don't know what exactly I was expecting, but it was definitely more than what this book gave. Number 4. My number 4 book, Hangover, that I have gotten was from Allegiant by Veronica Roth, the last book in the Divergent series. In my other video, in the top 5 books that you were spoiled for video, this was one of them, and because of that, that particular reason and that event that happened at the end of this book, which I'm sure if you peruse around booktube, you know everyone's feelings about it, but basically the ending had me very confused, slightly upset, and I was just like, are you serious with this? Like, it was a really bold move on the author's part, and yeah, it just left me sort of in a daze, sort of wondering what happened. The next 3 books are books that were so good that I got hangovers from them. Like, so good that I just couldn't continue on with my life afterwards, not for a long while, and they just stuck in my head and couldn't stop thinking about them, and I wanted to read more if possible, even if not. Number 3. My number 3 book hangover was from The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. This book, I got just this one. I didn't get the other 2 until later, which you will see in my book haul for February 2016. But at the end of this book, when I finally got to it, I immediately wanted to know what happened next. Um, I didn't expect the cliffhanger to be as big as it was. I was just sort of like, oh, I can sort of handle a little bit of cliffhanger. No, it's no big deal. But as soon as I finished reading it, I was like, I need to get the next 2 in the series, like right now, like as soon as possible. Um, but yeah, I like couldn't stop thinking about the book, couldn't stop thinking about how it was going to continue on from that point. Number 2. My second is another Patrick Ness book, which you've probably guessed would be on this list, um, and that is Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. And oh man, this book, um, at the end of it, I was like, I need to read more. This is so heartbreaking, but I love it. Like, I love getting sad from this book. I know it's probably a weird thing, but I just I needed more of this, even though there wasn't. And um, just one of the biggest book hangovers that I've gotten ever. In some of my other top 5 Wednesdays videos, I have said all of my feelings about this book. So, yeah. Number 1. The last book. The book that gave me one of the biggest book hangovers of my entire life. You've probably seen this coming, and that is Deathly Hallows by J.K. Rowling, the 7th and final book in the Harry Potter series. I grew up with Harry Potter, a lot of people my age did, and when it ended, I didn't know what to do with myself, probably the same as everyone else, but all of the deaths in this book and the way it ended sort of left me stupefied, and I was like, well, where do I go from here? Like, what is after this point? Basically nothing. So yes, Deathly Hallows for many reasons. Many, many reasons. So good. So sad. Just everything. And that's it for this Top 5 Wednesdays video, and I will see you all next week for another one. Bye. The last book in... Dog, please.